Well, thank you so much for that generous introduction, Alessia, and thank you for the invitation to speak to you today. It is such a pleasure to contribute to this conference. Our profession has increasingly recognized, especially after the global financial crisis, that research in the interdisciplinary topics between macroeconomics and finance is really indispensable, both for monetary policy and for promoting financial stability. As a researcher myself, and having spent many years in academia, I place great value on the social contribution of research and its potential to improve policymaking. I really want to express my gratitude and my appreciation for your efforts in using macro financial data and theoretical models as well to enlighten us on several critical issues. For instance, let me cite a few topics of the conference that shed light on important issues. The work on transmission of monetary policy to both households and firms provides insights into how policy decisions ripple through the economy, a topic that I have recently addressed in a speech at the University of Minnesota myself. In this speech, I discussed my approach to monitoring monetary policy transmission, and I highlighted some of its key elements, including things such as long and variable lags associated with policy effects. The exploration of the neutral rate of interest, that which neither slows nor stimulates economic activity, provides another angle to this important issue. This is a topic I have addressed in previous remarks, and I am especially interested in potential factors that can affect the neutral rate. The other area that you address in this conference is the work on how and why financial conditions faced by firms and households change with data releases and underlying macroeconomic conditions, and it also enhances our grasp of the complex interplay between economic indicators and real-world financial experiences. And finally, the research on the functioning of the Treasury securities market and how it affects the regulatory environment and how it is affected by the regulatory environment also sheds light on a crucial aspect of our financial system. So I really commend you for pushing ahead with research that really furthers our understanding of topics so relevant to our monetary policy making. In this spirit of stimulating your research appetite, I would like to mention some topics that have captured my attention recently. These represent emerging challenges and opportunities in the field, and I believe they warrant further investigation, and I hope some of you will take them up. First, recently, as you can imagine, I have been paying a lot of attention to the possible interaction between financial vulnerabilities of firms and their exposure to trade. As global economic tensions rise and supply chains evolve, understanding how companies' financial health intersects with its international trade exposure becomes increasingly crucial. This research could really provide valuable insights for us policymakers and also for business leaders in navigating what is a very uncertain global economic landscape. The second topic that I have been looking at lately is monitoring the financial stability implications of the potential lower desirability of U.S. financial assets in flight to safety events. As you know, traditionally, U.S. assets have been seen as a safe haven during times of global economic uncertainty. One notable example of this was during the global financial crisis. However, recently, we saw instances in which the VIX went up, stock prices went down, long-term yields from U.S. Treasury securities went up, and the U.S. dollar depreciated against the currencies of advanced foreign economies, or AFEs, as we call them. Importantly, the historical relationships and observed moves in the VIX and interest rates of AFEs have usually been associated actually with a decrease in long-term yields from U.S. Treasury securities and an actual appreciation of the dollar. So as the global economic landscape shifts, it is crucial to examine how possible changes in the role of the U.S. financial assets as a safe haven might affect financial stability both here domestically as well as abroad. So I encourage you to look into these issues. And last but not least, I have been keenly interested for some time now on how stresses in the commercial real estate sector could potentially spill over to the rest of the US economy. The CRE sector continues to face challenges from low vacancy rates and valuation losses, especially in urban centers for the office sector. Another challenge is that some banks, insurers, and also securitization vehicles continue to have concentrated exposures to CRE. As we have seen in past crises, such as the global financial crisis, vulnerabilities in specific sectors can have far reaching consequences for the financial system. Understanding potential vulnerabilities and potential domino effects are vital for maintaining overall economic stability and certainly crafting also preemptive policies. So these, I believe, represent some of the most pressing questions facing our field today. They offer rich opportunities for groundbreaking research that could significantly influence future policy decisions as well. In conclusion, I really want to reiterate my gratitude for the vital work that all of you are doing. Your research not only advances our understanding, but it also provides a solid foundation for informed policymaking. I am one of those evidence-based policymakers, so I actually read your research and look at your research and cite your research every time I give a speech. As we navigate the complex interplay of macro and finance in an ever-changing global landscape, the importance of your work cannot be overstated. It's actually more important than ever. So I encourage you to continue pushing the boundaries of our knowledge. I encourage you to ask the tough questions and to pursue the answers with rigor and dedication, which is the way I know you all do it. Your efforts today will shape the policies of tomorrow. In fact, indeed, I can tell you we pay attention to your research. So thank you, because you're influencing the economic well-being of millions. And thank you for your attention. And I really look forward to the insightful discussions and presentations that will unfold during the entire conference. Thank you very much.